Good day to you all. I'm here to showcase a 2D runner game that I made using HTML, JavaScript, and CSS languages. So, using those three computer languages, I have created this 2D runner game right here. So, uh, so here's my character right here. It's a knight, and I've added a basic background image that resembles a dungeon in a castle. So it fits the character, yes. And the obstacle, the objectives are simple. You have to The character runs forward and he has to jump across obstacles, which in this case are spikes, as you will get to see. And here's the scoreboard right here. As the character runs forward, uh, this score will increase from 0. So let's try that out. I'm gonna press enter right here. So yeah, there we go. Up. Yes. Let me try that once again. There we go. All right. So in that simple walkthrough I gave, you would have seen the character runs, and he jumps across these spikes here, uh, and also uh, if he runs into one, or even let's just say misses his timing and jumps uh, jumps right into a spike. Uh, Jumps right into a spike right there. He will die. So, as the case in runner games, timing is crucial. So you would have heard the sound that the character makes when he's running, or the sound that happens when the character is jumping, or as you can see numerous times when he dies. So uh, I have constructed a basic running animation, a jumping animation, and a death animation for our knight right here. So, and also I've constructed upon the death of the character a simple game over screen. See right here, a simple game over screen, nothing too fancy. And here, as I said before, the scorecard will increase. So it went from 0 to 1040 right here, and it's displayed right here. Your score 1040, and also get back into the fight, which translates to try again. So press that and it goes right. The the game reloads, and you can try again. So um, so let me show you the code that went into making this simple game right here. So here we have three files right here: HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. So HTML is file is what we make first and foremost when starting the project. This is what uh, we have to link this file to the JavaScript and CSS file so that we can see what we have coded in these files right here. And also moving on to JavaScript. So what you saw, the running animation, the jumping animation, the death animation, and the sounds that was created were all coded in this file right here. It was all coded. So in this file right here, you can uh, uh, not only code this, but also code when to time when to do the animation, when to do the jumping animation, when to which key should you press to jump, which key should you press to start running, when should you play the sounds. So this all can be coded in this JavaScript file right here. As you can see, it is quite extensive. So when then we move on to the CSS file. So here we basically style the game. So we can add our background image right here. We can add our background image, set the width and the height. We can set it to, like, as you can see, we can set the background image to cover the entire most of the web page right here. And then uh, uh, we can create this effect. So when the character starts running, he does not run forward, but simply the background is moving backwards. So simply uh, the 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 background is moving. So you can make that effect in the CSS file right here. And also this entire game over screen was designed can be designed by CSS. So the font size, the the type of fonts used, and how big are the font, so where are they aligned. So this all can be coded and manipulated in this CSS file right here, and we can create the buttons, the buttons right here for uh, making the try get button. We can create those right here, um, making the scores, and even manipulating the R9 character where he's supposed to be in the web page. He's supposed to be right here. So you position him by coding him right here uh, in the web page by coding him right here. You can even code where the obstacles are, where the obstacles are supposed to be, where, where so where the obstacles are positioned, and the height of the obstacles. So you can code those all here. The But when it comes to the number of obstacles that was that the character will encounter, that that has to be coded. That has to be coded right here. That can be coded right here in these functions right here. Um, so that's so these are the files that has to be created to create a 2D runner game. uh, so all three files are just as important to the creation. These three languages all pull their weight in the making. So in conclusion, I would like to thank Java Institute for giving me this opportunity to get a glimpse into the coding that goes into creating these types of games, and giving me the guidance and learning to make these kinds of games. So by gaining a glimpse into the gaming, into these kinds of codes, I have grown a much larger appreciation for those for other game developers out there who are creating these beautiful 3D games. So um, so I'm grown to give much respect to those developers who and the code and the work they put into making these kinds of games. So I have to thank Java Institute for that, and also giving showing me the potential I can have for coding. So I still can't believe I made a game like this. So it made me realize that you can you can make coding like this. You can make uh, good games, and not just games, other projects too, other programs too. It doesn't have to be games. So as long as you can, as long as you know the theory, and with a with some good guidance and coaching, you can code it. You can make these kinds of programs. So I want to thank Java Institute for giving me those that learning, and uh, giving me the learning and the experience. Uh, so uh, thank you, Java Institute, and uh, good day to you.